Welcome back to Everything Whiskey. I'm Callum.
I'm Sam.
And today we're having a look at the Templeton Rye 4yo.
Alrighty, so Templeton Rye. We did a bit of research about it because like it's showing up in our area and fine.
Yeah.
But was it at least a year ago, maybe more. Probably about a year ago. We had the Templeton. It was like a limited edition barrel strength edition, and that was like our second rye we'd ever had, and we didn't mind it at all.
Normally, I've only had two now.
Yeah, literally.
I haven't even tasted this one yet, and I genuinely don't like it. They're just too sweet, and they're too, I don't know, maybe thin for me.
I reckon they're too sweet. I reckon they just have this weird like spice and stuff. But anyway, that one we really did like the barrel strength one.
Go figure.
But yeah, I know, right? It makes no sense. But I've done a little bit of research, and apparently Templeton has a very shady history. That they're a little bit crapped on by the whiskey community. They're not big fans of them. Apparently they lie all the time about their origin story. Their press releases are just pure fluff and you have to cork me when I swear. And apparently that they just completely, consistently omit the information about them being a sourced whiskey. Now they have built a distillery or bought a distillery, I don't know. But their first whiskey isn't even slated to come out that's made from them until 2022.
Wait, so this is even theirs?
No, so this is, there's nothing wrong with sourcing. We're not,
So it's a source whiskey,
so
alluding to.
Yeah, we're not saying there's anything wrong with sourcing. That's fine. Like, if it's whiskey and you like it, that's fine. We're really against the just the shadiness of just not being upfront about it. Like, sourcing is as old as whiskey itself. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but if you're telling people this big, long, intricate, cool, like origin story about where you came from and why, the company is steeped in, the steps of our forefathers and just complete marketing crap, and you don't even make your own whiskey and you don't say that, then that's shady and that pisses us off. This is distilled in Indiana by MGP. Now this is a 4-year-old rye, 40%, and it claims a mash bill of 95% rye and 5% malted barley, which is pretty intense.
Oh, initially, straight out the glass, that's what I hate about rye. Just like, you're right, it's just spiky
Weird
spices.
spice.
It's like cardamom or something. It's some weird ass spice in that.
It's like eucalyptus, but like the oil that you put in your bath or something.
It actually smells like cardamom pod.
Yeah, it's like every...
It's like an Indian curry.
Yeah, it's like every like super strong spice that you put in an Indian curry, but like just on its own, like in a glass.
Yeah.
There's like cinnamon, but not like cinnamon in a dessert. It's just like that, just cinnamon. Like, there's cardamom, star anise. I reckon there's... I don't know, it's bizarre. Look, I don't hate rye as much as you anymore. Like, this isn't that bad to me. I can still get some flavors I enjoy out of it. I would like to do the cask strength again and actually review it. There's not, I don't know how to come across, I don't know how to put it. I want to be objective with like how we're tasting it, but I think like what we know about the company itself kind of does start you off on a back foot in regards to like, you want to choose going in a certain direction before you even tasted it, just because you're salty at the distillery. But aniseediness. Yeah, aniseed. There's the rye taste, like the taste of rye, obviously. It drops off pretty quickly. It's not thick. It's not hot. Don't think of actual notes like. The smell is more interesting, but also more off-putting than the taste. Like it's,
I agree with that.
There's more jumping out the glass on the nose.
Yeah, the taste is just thin with like not real flavour at all, and then you get like a real heavy, intense aniseed flavour. It's really short as well.
It is. It's quite flat and thin. Like I've had much worse whiskies than this, but it's not.
You know what the nose kind of reminds me of? I know they're completely different regions and whiskies. It smells like Ned, the Australian.
You're right. Yeah.
It's got that weird ass
Ned. I really don't like Ned.
It's got that really weird, just chemically nose.
I know. I want to sign a petition. Get a petition started. A royal commission into Ned's whiskey to find out if it's got flavouring in it. I'm serious. There's something weird about it. It doesn't taste like. It just doesn't taste right. It tastes like there's some added fake flavouring in it, like cinnamon or something. But it's just not. It's not good. Like it tastes like the chemical kind of thing. I don't know. There's something wrong with it though, and I'm suspicious because I'm pretty sure we have really dodgy like.
Yeah, we roasted it in the reviews.
Yeah, but we all have like Australia has really kind of lax regulations and stuff, so that might be perfectly legal for them to put it in and not even mention it. So. I don't know, we'll have to do a bit of research on that. Could just be being mean to them for no reason. They're legit as whatever. I'm not a big fan of it, but this, I totally get that weird kind of like fake flavouring kind of note, especially on the nose.
Yeah, the taste is like something I've never really tasted. It's just, like there's obviously a taste there, but it's just flat and uninspiring, and then it just hits you in the head with aniseed.
I'm not even getting the massive kick in the nuts of aniseed that you're getting. I do get the note, but not like that kick at the end.
Every sip.
I don't even really get a kick of anything, to be honest. There's definitely like a alcohol burn, but it's more of like an ethanol-y alcohol burn. It's not like just intense flavor and stuff and heat. It's a pretty cold, thin whiskey.
It's amazing what cask strength will do. Barrel strength will do.
That's why I wish we had it here so we could like actually compare it, because back then.
Because that actually had depth of flavor and it was actually nice. It was a tasty whiskey.
It was like, I don't know, it tasted reminiscent enough of a bourbon for us to kind of see some similarities and it was enjoyable. But this, I'm really not getting like any bourbon notes whatsoever out of this.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like it's not...
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it. I wouldn't buy it again.
I would say it's not even offensive, but it's just not... It's
easy drinking. It's just, for me, I get that aniseed. Like, I don't mind aniseed, but it is too much for me.
Yeah.
What I'm experiencing.
For me, it's definitely... It's not... I wouldn't call it offensive, but I also wouldn't call it, like, enjoyable either. It's just kind of... It's there. I think you're better off reaching for a lot of other things.
Yeah.
If it's the only thing there and you really want something... then I don't know, I guess. But what's your motivation for really wanting it if it's not to taste good? I don't know. Yeah, I think we're gonna call this one. There's really just not much else to say about it.
Maybe because you can buy 6 and 8s at Templeton.
Yeah, you can.
Maybe it's just the young age that's got this weird ass.
Maybe. Well,
just confusion.
MGP makes good whiskey. Like they really do. So it's. Yeah, it's kind of hard because it's like when we're pissed off at the distillery, so we take it out on the whiskey, we're kind of taking it out on MGP instead of the company who, like, you know, like it's hard to see where you're directing your emotions when it comes to like tasting it. Look, I think this is just kind of a boring, not super flavorful whiskey.
Yeah.
You know, full stop. Not even putting it in the rye category, just whiskey in general. It's just not very flavorful. It's fine, but I think rye drinkers won't really enjoy this that much. I think it's...
I want to dabble more in rye.
Me too. I think
we need to. I don't know if this is the standard, right? Like, I genuinely don't have any idea.
I think it's like tasting a cheap bourbon kind of thing. Like it's just a bit flat and disappointing, I guess.
How much was it? 60? 70?
I don't know. I think it was about 60.
So it's alright. It's not that bad.
For Australia, it's not that bad. Anyway, we're getting a temperature warning on our camera, so we're going to head this one off. I know this review wasn't particularly interesting because it wasn't very positive, but I hope you liked it nonetheless. If you did, leave us a like. If you want to see future episodes from us, maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to see some better, more upbeat, enjoyable episodes, just click through our videos and find something you identify. Anyway, see you in the next one.
Have a good
Cheers.
one.